Alright guys, welcome back to the show. My name is Amit and I have to talk to you guys about this episode of Raw because what a special episode we had. We kicked it off in such a great way and we ended it in such a great way as well. So I'm going to talk to you guys about those two moments. I think those were the highlights from yesterday's Raw, and basically, yeah, give you my thoughts on this. This was super impressive, starting off with CM Punk. Wow. I mean, to go from John Cena turning heel to get what we got with CM Punk with this promo where he was just laying stuff down. Like, oh my God. I'm going to read some of the parts of the transcript here because I actually found the transcript, and let me actually go into some of these lines here. So he says, "Listen up, Dwayne, you bold fraud. You think because you're on the board of directors, you're immune from criticism? You don't know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the best in the world, a middle-aged and crazy man who walked back into the WWE after 10 years and literally marched through hell to receive opportunities at the big dance. And you, Mr. Midlife Crisis, just decide to walk in when you feel like it and hide behind the fact that you feel like you're a bigger star than anyone." Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, that's just like the first part that he mentioned. He went on and said something around like the Make-A-Wish. Let me find that part. What did he say about the Make-A-Wish? Here we go. "The joke's on you. I'm going to see you down the road and I'm going to get my hands on both of you bold frauds. And when I do, you're going to make a wish that I never did." Wow. Wow. And then, oh my God. And now the man of the hour, the person who currently has all my undivided attention, little brother Seth Rollins. "Becky Lynch, you better come and get your man, because if I do before you do, I'm going to put him in a wheelchair. Seth Rollins." Wow. I mean, this was delivered so well, like probably 1,000 times better than how I just read it to you guys. But oh my God, like just the thing I love about CM Punk and his promos that I'm really appreciating more and more during his second run here is how sharp and concise and precise he is when he delivers things. You know, I recently talked about The Rock's promo and what he did with Cody Rhodes and how I felt that was so long-winded and convoluted, and he struggled to get to the point. The thing I love about CM Punk, especially with the way he delivers promos, and this can be extended to Seth Rollins as well, this can be extended to Cody Rhodes as well, a lot of the modern day great sort of mic maestros, these guys are really good at cutting promos, like on the mic. And they I mean, it's not like it's new to have people that are good at cutting promos, like The Rock is one of the best to do it, but the way it's happening now is it feels like it has to be tighter. And that's what CM Punk is doing so well, especially right now, and I'm observing that. Maybe it's always been the case and I'm just appreciating it more than I have in the past. But as I said, CM Punk coming out to this kind of promo in the way he did, not wasting any time whatsoever, and to have this end with Seth Rollins' music come out and for those two to just keep brawling what felt like for 15 minutes, what a way to start the show. Perfect. I absolutely loved it. I don't know what we're doing here with Seth Rollins and CM Punk going forward, but I am so excited to see. And my trust is completely in Triple H's hands for what they're going to do for CM Punk right now, because it seems like the direction is going in the right direction for CM Punk. We are building up to something great. I don't know what that's going to be. We obviously have the Paul Heyman favor that's going to come back into play somehow. So I'm looking forward to a Paul Heyman and CM Punk segment. I'm looking forward to maybe Roman Reigns getting involved somehow with this, Paul Heyman segment with CM Punk and the favor that's there. There has to be some involvement somewhere. So whatever they do with CM Punk, like, it's going to be exciting. So I'm super hyped about what they're going to do with CM Punk at WrestleMania, and what a way to start. The other part that I have to talk to you guys about, I absolutely have to talk to you guys about, is IYO Sky winning the championship of Rhea Ripley. When they booked this match, my first thought was, why? I thought, why have a match between Rhea Ripley and IYO Sky on a random night of Raw where I just did not believe they would take the championship off Rhea Ripley? I just couldn't believe it, to be honest, because Rhea Ripley, the way she's been booked, the way she's, who she is in the WWE right now in the women's division, she is sort of being presented as a monster. And that's something that I thought they would just continue the trend of, to eventually build our way into a, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair match, which would be really good and really fun. But, probably lacking in story a bit because they only have a few more weeks. But, it would be a really good match. But I thought, okay, cool, that's fun. That'd be great. But then we had what happened in this match. And let me talk about the match first, because I thought the match was fantastic. Like, IYO Sky, I think, is not capable of having a bad match at this point. Like, she's so good. She's she's basically the most reliable wrestler, I think, in the ring. And the thing that I'm really appreciating more about IYO Sky is that she is starting to win the fans over more and more. I really didn't know if IYO Sky really... I didn't know where she sort of sat in terms of how really fans perceive her. I am such a big fan of IYO Sky. Like, I absolutely love what she does. I love her performance in ring. She's somebody that's able to bring out so much emotion without really even being able to speak English all that much. So I find that so impressive. I'm sort of amazed at that and how good she is at doing that. In ring, as I said, she's always fantastic. Like, her moveset, her athletic ability has always been something I've always been impressed by. So that was always going to be there. But this match in particular, what I loved about IYO Sky was she was pulling out stuff which was, homages, which is pretty cool. I've never seen IYO Sky do an insane elbow, shout out to Kairi Sane right there. So that was really cool to see. I love to see that. And the other one, she did a insane elbow, and then basically a moment or two after, she got into the Oscar lock. So damage control right there. I really, really liked that. That I thought was fantastic. So in the match itself was so much fun. They had a bit of storyline. I don't really know why Rhea Ripley lost like her cool and composure at Bianca Belair, but it just goes to show you that, I hope they're going to explore Rhea Ripley's character a little bit more, because one thing that I feel has been a little bit flat ever since Rhea Ripley has left the Judgment Day is her character is very one tone. I'm this dominant woman that nobody can beat. I'm built like a monster and nobody can beat me. That's really it. We don't really get to see too much more from Rhea Ripley in terms of that. But I don't know if you guys saw it, but if you haven't, I would really recommend checking out WWE socials. And Rhea Ripley cut this pretty awesome promo.
How am I feeling? I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I'm furious.
It's like a 5-minute backstage promo with Jackie Redmond where she's basically in tears and she's crying and she's talking about how she's lost all her friends. She doesn't know who she is anymore. I don't know if she says, I don't know who I am anymore, but she's going along the lines of how basically everyone she tries to help, everyone she tries to align herself with, it never works out for her. She references Dom, she references Liv Morgan, she references IYO Sky, where she cost IYO Sky the match last time and her chance to be in the Elimination Chamber, so she tried to make it up to her, and then this happened. So I do hope that they're going to explore a different side of Rhea Ripley. I don't know if Rhea Ripley has to turn back into a heel necessarily, but I do want a more interesting character from Rhea Ripley rather than just being the big strong woman that can't be beat. So I feel like they have a chance here to do that, and now IYO Sky is going to have a banger of a match at WrestleMania. I don't think it's just going to be IYO Sky versus Bianca Belair. I feel like maybe Rhea Ripley is going to get herself involved somehow. I don't know what this means in terms of IYO Sky and how long she's going to hold the championship for. I hope it's a long time, because I feel like IYO Sky had the championship last time where she lost it to Bayley, but I think her run then was a little bit underwhelming. She only defended the title I think once or twice. For some reason, I remember her defending it against Michin, and that was kind of a big deal because she didn't defend it much at all. So I hope this title run of IYO Sky is going to be one where she defends it much more, and it's going to be one that, she's a face now. So last time she was a heel, although she was kind of not really, IYO Sky is always somebody that's going to get a lot of applause from the crowd for her in-ring work. But as I said before, IYO Sky, what I really liked about this one was IYO Sky was getting chance. Against Rhea Ripley, the most popular, the most liked woman, basically, I think, a top 3? Top 4, maybe top 2. I don't know how many women you can say are more admired than Rhea Ripley in the women's division right now. But IYO Sky was getting consistent chance. The famous IYO chant was going on throughout the match. So it was great to see that IYO Sky could actually win the audience over with her performance and with what she was doing and her character that she's worked on so much for. That's what I really liked about this. They awarded IYO Sky for how much work she has done with her character. With, if you notice, her English has gotten so much better. She's putting a lot of time into it, and she basically speaks almost exclusively English now whenever she's having any kind of promo, whether it's an interview or backstage segment or, one of the vignettes they cut. A lot of it is in English now, which I think is a testament to how much work she's put into, becoming more of a character rather than just a wrestler. So I feel like I'm so happy because she deserved this victory. It caught me completely by surprise. And let's see where we go now. WrestleMania has suddenly become so much more interesting for me, and I cannot wait to see what they do. There were a few other moments in Raw this week, but I don't really think that they had too much for me to call out, to be honest. There was an Intercontinental match. There was a tag team match. I hope the storylines get picked up a bit more, but as for now, I'm going to leave it at that, and then let's see where this takes us. All right, guys, thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.